Good morning, evening, afternoon. It's Cash Cow with part two of my top 10 books. This is my top 10 ungraded books. And let's get started, guys. Number 10, we have Werewolf by Night, number 32, which happens to be the first appearance of Moon Knight. I got this comic maybe like 2 years ago, but this is probably like my third copy of this comic book. I've had one, got it graded, sold it. It was missing some pages. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to keep that in my collection. I had one a long time ago, like when Moon Knight was just first bubbling up, like before we even had confirmation that he was going to have a show. I had this book, so I've had pretty good history with this book. With this one, I'm going to keep my hands on. I'm not going to get rid of this book, guys. So that's number 10. Number 9, we have Marvel Spotlight number 5, which is the first appearance of Ghost Rider Johnny Blaze, the OG version of Ghost Rider. Like, if you can get any Ghost Rider book, this is the one you should try to get your hands on. This is probably like my second copy of it. I had another one before. I didn't get it graded. I ended up selling it because I needed to pay for some stuff back then. But I've had this book probably for about 2 years now. I'm pretty happy with it. It's gonna be a low grade, and I'm okay with that. So probably looking at maybe a 1.5 to 2.0, and I'm okay with that. I have no problem with that, guys. Next, number 8, we have NYX number 3, which happens to be the first appearance of Laura Kinney as God, what is her name? No, just the first appearance of Laura Kinney, which actually is Wolverine's daughter. This book was hot like 2 years ago, and I'm not saying it dropped. Well, it definitely dropped in price. You know, it's a modern book, so, a few more copies out there. We already got the Logan movie, which we saw her in. That movie was awesome, by the way. Like, I ain't gonna get it twisted. Logan was good. But I'm definitely going to get this graded. This should probably be in the 8.0 range, maybe a little bit higher. And I'm okay with that as well. Definitely worth the, if you can get it, I say 9 times out of 10, the best price you can probably get it. You're gonna spend a few $100, especially for a good condition copy. Try to get it more ungraded than graded, because if it's like graded high, you're gonna pay the premium for it. Even in today's time, economy, and market, you're still gonna pay a premium for it if it's a high grade graded version. Next, number 7, Action Comics number 252, which happens to be the first appearance of Supergirl and Metallo. It is a beat up copy, but it is complete, and I am okay with that. If it comes back a 1.0, I'm fine with that, guys. All right. I wanted this comic way before we knew we were getting a Supergirl movie. So I'm okay with it being a low grade. If you could see in my collection, I don't care about low grade comic books. Like, as long as it's complete, I'm okay with that. Alright? And I got that, I think I got that this year. Number 6, another one that I got this year was Action Comics number 242, which happens to be the first appearance of Brainiac. Something told me mentally, I was like, we've gotten all these other villains in Superman movies. Like, we've got Zod, we've gotten Who else? Who do we get this last one? We got Ultraman. You know you're gonna get Lex Luthor, but they've never did anything with Brainiac, and I'm like, it's only a matter of time. You have to do something that includes Brainiac when it comes to Superman. I got this book earlier this year, and I pounced on it. Got it for under 1,000, under 800, under 700, probably about 600 something I paid for this. The book is complete. It's in better condition than this Supergirl, and I'm like, yeah, for that price, definitely. Because if you try to get anything now, you're gonna pay probably over $1,000, and that's cool. Like it's worth it. It's not a character. It's an older character, older book. So get what you can get. Get what you can afford, guys. All right. Sorry, I got the sniffles. Bear with me. It's cold here. I did a lot of stuff where I was going outside the other day, so yeah. Ugh. Number 5. This is number 5. This is Savage Tales number 1. This happens to be the first appearance of Man-Thing, but this is my 3rd copy. Like, I've had one graded before. I sold that one, but I plan on sending this already been pressed and cleaned, so I plan on sending it back off to CBCS and getting it back graded again, and then keeping this one. So these comics that I'm showing you, I plan on getting them clean, pressed, graded throughout this year. You'll see them in future videos, but I'm going to keep them. Like, I have other comic books that push come to shove, I'll sell those, but my big boys, I'm going to start really, like, holding on to those. Like, it has to be something, like, drastic, emergency-wise, that I need the money or something really quick that I know, hey, I can move these big boy books fast and get a decent amount of return back for them. But I remember us getting the Halloween special of Werewolf by Night, and Man-Thing was in that. And I watched it, and I actually liked it. So maybe we'll get something in the future with Man-Thing. I don't know. Disney's kind of like all over the place, so we don't know what we're going to get with them guys. So I'm not even counting on it anymore if we're going to get anything quality. The way I look at it now is we might get a good movie, we might get a good show. Who cares anymore? Buy what you like, and if it's a valuable comic, then you're going to have to spend the valuable type of money to get it. And if that's what you truly want, then it's okay. Alright. Next one. This one was a pretty tough book to acquire for me. The price was good. Like, I didn't have a problem with the price. It was finding ones that was in condition that I wanted for the price. This is Hawkman number 4, which happens to be the first appearance of Zatanna. Very important character as we go forward. Like, if we get stuff where they're talking about Justice League Dark, then you know Zatanna's gonna appear. She has a lot of stuff in the background story of Batman's arc. Also, her father's a Toro. Like, it's a lot. But the cover does not have her on it. But I like the fact that it's like Hawkman on it. It's a pretty good cover. Like, you know, at least when you see this, that Zatanna is gonna be. This is her first appearance, even if she's not on the cover. Next, this book I wanted for so long, and it came with a set. And for a while, I wanted the set. But then after I got the set, I was like, nah, I really just want this comic. Like, sorry. But Spawn number 174, which is the first appearance of Gunslinger Spawn. Anybody that has this comic knows the set is 174 and 175. The The first cameo I want to say is Spawn number 119. That's the first cameo appearance of Gunslinger Spawn. I might try to get that, but I'm not going to overpay for it. This is the book that I was truly sought after, that I really wanted of Gunslinger Spawn. So I'm okay with just having this one if push comes to shove. Um, this book is hot. Like, this is one of those low-key, classic, new, modern age comic books that people tend to go after. It's not a cheap book. Don't get it twisted. It is not a cheap book. But if you have this in your collection, it's well worth it. Alright? That's that Gunslinger Spawn. I got that probably about 2 years ago, I want to say. Next, number 2. This is probably my second copy of this. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 4, which happens to be the first appearance of Sandman. To me, it presents pretty well. Probably it's definitely going to get cleaned and pressed. I think if it's cleaned right, can definitely brighten up some of that that's on the front cover. Probably give it a little bit more shine to it. But this is the first appearance of Sandman. This is an early book in the Amazing Spider-Man storyline. Also, what people don't understand, that it is the first cameo appearance of the character Jessica Jones as a kid. She actually says something in the book, so just another little random thought about it. A lot of people don't really buy it for Jessica Jones, but they buy it more for this guy right here, and that's okay. Like, Sandman's definitely one of those characters that's worthwhile. He's in a Sinister Six. He's one of Spider-Man's early villains. So far, out of the early ones, I've had the first appearance of Electro. I have the first appearance of Sandman. I'm working on getting the first appearance of Vulture. It's like, if you get anything in the top 20, I feel like you doing pretty good in Spider-Man books, especially with villains too, because those are harder to come by. I mean, you do have a few that's like, Amazing Spider-Man number 10, the first appearance of the Enforcers. Amazing Spider-Man number 8, the Living Brain. You know, you got a few of them, you're like, nobody's really worried about it, but they still cost a premium because they're early Spider-Man books. They're worth it, right? So, definitely going to get that cleaned and pressed. Try to get some of that grease knocked out of there. Some of the staining. Hopefully that works. Last but not least, guys, my number 1 ungraded comic book. This is my first Golden Age comic book. I love this DC character, villain. One day I will be able to afford his first appearance, but it is not cheap. It is, pretty penny. Pretty penny. This comic, how do you say that? Comic Cavalcade. Comic Cavalcade number 13, which happens to be the second appearance of Solomon Grundy. This book, believe it or not, I was like, they're selling that for that? Like, because as I'm looking at the book and looking at the pictures, I'm like, man, that's gotta be 2.5 to 3.0. In a golden age, that's saying something. That's very hard to come by, guys. But presents pretty well. It's the second appearance of a major DC villain. Definitely, I'm going to keep this. But, of course, his first appearance, that is astronomically high. It's another one, I think it's like All-Star Comics number 33 or something, is another Golden Age book of his that I want to get. That was, decent penny. But I'm going to try to work on getting my Solomon Grundy, getting Solomon Grundy up there, getting more and more of them. But at least I'm like, hey, if I can't get the first appearance right now, one day I'll have it. At least get his second appearance. It's worth it. This is this is a hard to come by character of getting his older stuff. He's been around for a long time, guys. But with that being said, guys, that concludes my 10 ungraded comics. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. As I said in the previous video, Happy New Year. Be safe, guys. Continue to put God first, put your family first, take care of your business, and just live life, be positive, and just keep moving forward, guys. With that being said, Cash Cow out.